The question that exposed Ronaldo. There are moments in football when a player doesn't need a score to reveal who he really is. Sometimes, all it takes is one question. After Portugal's dramatic World Cup victory over Croatia, Cristiano Ronaldo was asked something surprisingly simple. What hurts more? Having a goal disallowed, or being substituted? The question sounds like football. But Ronaldo's answer was about something much deeper. He said the thing that hurts him more is not being in the starting lineup. And suddenly, a question about substitution became a question about identity. Because for a player who has spent more than 2 decades defining what elite football looks like, being told to watch from the beginning isn't just a tactical decision. It touches something psychological. The need to compete. The need to contribute. The need to feel trusted. And perhaps, the need to prove that age has not taken away the version of himself the world remembers. Chapter 1. The goal that didn't count. Before Ronaldo gave that answer, he had already experienced one of football's cruelest psychological moments. He had found the net. And then, it disappeared. His goal was ruled out during Portugal's chaotic round of 32 match against Croatia. For most players, a disallowed goal is frustrating. For Ronaldo, it was another reminder that football can take something away from you instantly. 1 second you're celebrating. The next, you're starting again. And yet something interesting happened. Ronaldo didn't describe the disallowed goal as the thing that hurt him most. Instead, he later spoke about the penalty that followed. He admitted his heart was racing. He had sensed before the match that he might have to take one. And when the moment arrived, he had to trust himself. No teammates could take the kick for him. No tactic could hide him. No reputation could score the ball. There was only one player, one goalkeeper, and one decision. Ronaldo scored. And Portugal's emotional weight began to lift. But the story wasn't finished. Chapter 2. The moment a legend leaves the pitch. Late in the match, Ronaldo was substituted. For most footballers, being replaced is normal. For a 41-year-old legend in a World Cup knockout match, it carries a different psychological weight. Because great athletes don't simply compete against opponents. They compete against time. Every substitution raises a question. How much longer can I still be the player my team needs? And that's why Ronaldo's answer becomes so revealing. He wasn't saying that substitutions are always painful. He was revealing something about the mentality that built his career. He wants to start. He wants responsibility. He wants the opportunity to influence the match from the beginning. That hunger is part of what made Ronaldo. But there is another side to that mentality. Because when your identity is built around being indispensable, accepting that you are no longer always indispensable can become one of the hardest psychological battles imaginable. Chapter 3. When football becomes identity. This is something fans rarely see. We see the goals, the celebrations, the trophies, the records. But elite athletes eventually face a different opponent. Time. The body changes. Recovery takes longer. Roles evolve. Managers make different decisions. You can still believe you are capable of changing a game, while the game itself is slowly changing around you. That's an uncomfortable place for any competitor. And Ronaldo has spent his entire career building an identity around control. Control of his body. Control of preparation. Control of performance. Control of expectations. But football eventually forces every legend to surrender some of that control. The question becomes, Can you remain mentally elite when you can no longer control every decision? That may be one of the greatest psychological tests of longevity in sport. Chapter 4. The pain was bigger than football. And then came the emotional layer that made this match different. Portugal weren't simply playing to reach the next round. The squad was also carrying the memory of Diogo Jota. The first anniversary of Jota's death fell on July 3rd, immediately surrounding the match, and Ronaldo later explained that the team had discussed honoring him before the game. So imagine the psychological weight inside that dressing room. A World Cup knockout match. A nation watching. A legendary captain carrying enormous expectations. A teammate's memory hanging over the group. And then, the match turns chaotic. Portugal fall behind. Ronaldo has a goal disallowed. He takes a penalty. He scores. He's substituted. And from the bench, he watches Goncalo Ramos score the winner in stoppage time. For a player like Ronaldo, that is an unusual position. Not being the person who finishes the story, but being the person who watches someone else finish it. And perhaps that's where the meaning of his answer becomes even clearer. Chapter 5. The final test of a legend. After the final whistle, Ronaldo's emotions were visible. He celebrated with his teammates. He embraced Luka Modric. And then he wore the number 21 shirt in tribute to Jota. The image is powerful because it shows something football rarely allows us to see. The superstar without the armor. The competitor without the ball. The captain without control of the next action. Just a human being processing everything that happened. And maybe that's the real lesson. Legends aren't defined only by how they respond when everything goes according to plan. They're defined by what happens when the game takes control away from them. When the goal doesn't count. When the manager makes the decision. When another player scores the winner. When the body tells you to slow down. And when emotion becomes impossible to hide. Ronaldo's answer wasn't really about substitution. It was about belonging. Why Ronaldo's answer matters. That's why his answer deserves more attention than it initially received. Because underneath those few words, there is an entire career. A career built on refusing to accept limits. Refusing to accept defeat. Refusing to accept that someone else should take his place. And now, at 41, the challenge isn't simply scoring another goal. It's accepting that greatness eventually changes form. Sometimes leadership means scoring. Sometimes it means taking the penalty. Sometimes it means leaving the pitch. And sometimes, it means watching your teammates score the goal that sends your country forward. The greatest competitors don't stop caring when the spotlight moves away from them. They learn how to remain valuable when they are no longer at the center of it. And maybe, that's what Ronaldo's answer really revealed. Not what hurts a legend most, but what a legend is still willing to fight for. The chance to matter. And perhaps, that's why Cristiano Ronaldo is still Cristiano Ronaldo.